Welcome back to the weekly Brooklyn Property Market Update, brought to you by Engel & Volker's Brownstone Brooklyn. My name is Katriona, and of course I'm joined again today by Donald. How are you, Donald?
Doing well, Katriona. Lovely day here on Court Street in Cobble Hill. It's springtime and it's just beautiful here in Brooklyn.
So true. So let's get to the data across the 16 key neighborhoods in Brooklyn that we track. So what's happening right now in the luxury market in terms of the new to market and in contract activity from last week?
So last week we saw some strong activity on the new to market side, $107 million worth of volume, but a big step down from the prior week when there were 44 deals equaling $168 million. And that was due to quite a bit of new condominium product being put onto the market for one particular project on the waterfront down adjacent to Brooklyn Heights. So little jump down there, but on the in contract side, continued strength. 28 deals going into contract in the luxury segment. That's $93 million worth of deals. That number at 28 is one of the highest numbers we've seen in 12 months. So great to see that. Again, confidence, strong confidence indicator, and this continuing trend up over the previous 2 months with that amount of activity.
So how are the absorption rates then for certain property types in the luxury market?
So last week, bulk of activity, 17 townhouses. 17 townhouses went into contract. And then one sponsor townhouse, which part of the Lich development down in Cobble Hill there. So 18 total. And then 4 condo resales and 6 new development condos. So demand by far in the townhouse asset type, which is what we see almost every week at the luxury segment of the market.
So true. And if we pivot now to the below $2.25 million market, which as we know is pretty big, what neighborhoods are showing the most activity in that market?
Park Slope last week, there was 100 deals in the below the 2.25 line for us, and Park Slope had 34% of those going into contract last week. So it was really impressive. That's a third of obviously of all activity there, and also of 30% of the new to market activity.
And is that activity concentrated in any particular asset type?
Condominiums were the number one asset in demand there, 16 total. 7 were resales, 9 sponsor units. Next up was co-ops with 12 deals going into contract, and townhouses third was 6 homes going into contract last week.
So every week, of course, we're always looking for things, interesting things that are happening, notable things that are happening, because we always nerd out on that type of data. So last week, a house came on the market called the Captain's House. Did you see that, Donald?
I did, yeah. It's pretty cool, pretty neat. A lot of history there, obviously in the historic district, but the house itself was some great kind of ownership genealogy of how it came to be, and always fascinated by those things. I think the asking 12.995, is that right?
Correct, yes.
Yep. So, it's a great block, great row of houses right there. Another house on the market, a few over as well. The Moonstruck house on the market not too long ago. And, again, great choices in Brooklyn Heights right now. Inventory is somewhere above 20 as far as townhouses that are available between resales and sponsor units. And this is another great asset to look at. If anybody has any questions about, what this pricing means, either you're a seller thinking about putting your home on the market, or you're a buyer and really want to understand where this pricing is how it's calculated, where they may derive the value there, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm happy to share our insights, either again from the sell side or the buy side.
Of course. So that's it from us this week. Check back in next week for more accurate and informed observations on the Brooklyn property market. And it's goodbye from me.
And just a reminder to our audience here, we do our market reports. We focus on 16 neighborhoods in our data set. We do business in the majority of Brooklyn, but our market reports are focused on the neighborhoods that we see the most activity. And so we're really granular on that, different from other entities that produce reports. And, plus we're on the ground. We are on the ground every day out in the marketplace, working for our sellers and buyers, and especially on the weekends too, looking at assets for them. So when we talk about our data, we collect it in a certain way, we share it with the public in a certain way, and it's quite specific to price points, asset types, and so forth. And our knowledge base is coupled with that directly. So if any questions about what's going on out there, anything particular, any particular type of house, condo, co-op, don't hesitate to reach out. We can certainly help you answer any questions you have and provide the guidance that you need to act with confidence, either again, if you're going to put your home up for sale or you're looking to make a purchase.
Of course. See you next week.
Take care. Bye.